All right, guys, so Friday strength work. We've got your unilateral lower body movement today. And today you've got a split squat, and then your upper body movement is a stability exercise, combining some stability in the side also, so shoulder and kind of lateral core stability. The lower body movement is a split squat, and we're going to be doing between 6 and 8 reps each side. I'll show first with no weight, and then I'll show how to add load to this and to modify as needed to make it easier. So split position is like a nice long step or a nice long lunge. My back knee is going to come towards the floor, but really my front leg is the working leg. So I'm going to bend the front leg, drop the back knee to the floor, and then come up to standing, come up to this tall position. I'm doing 6 to 8 on one side, and then 6 to 8 on the other side. Torso stays relatively upright, the knee barely touches the floor, and then I push off with this front leg to come to standing. From the front, something to note is that the stance is slightly wide. So I'm not having this balance challenge. I've got a slightly staggered stance so that I feel like I've got a broad base of support. Back knee comes to the floor, and then back to standing. Option to have something nearby to do this for balance. So I could leave a hand on here, go into my split, use this so that I don't feel quite so unbalanced. Also, option on the other end to add a weight to it and do this goblet style or from the hang. So this would be an option to add weight, or I could hold it at the chest. This would be an option to add weight. 6 to 8 repetitions with one leg forward, and then 6 to 8 repetitions with the opposite leg forward. And then your second movement in the strength work is a side plank. And we're doing a hold for between 20 and 30 seconds. So just like everything, we've got some options to make it easier or harder. My basic side plank is here. So I've got the elbow and the shoulder in a nice straight line. My legs are straight and my feet are flat on the floor. This underside of the body is what's working here. So pushing my shoulder away from the ear, pushing my elbow down to the floor, and squeezing the underside of the body. If I take the feet forward, backward, heel to toe, this gives me a bigger base of support. This makes it a little bit easier. I could also further modify to the knee to make it easier. And on the opposite end, I could elevate a leg, elevate an arm, and even hold a weight overhead to make that a little bit tougher. Between 20 and 30 seconds on one side, and then 20 and 30 seconds on the opposite side, and really trying to focus on that bottom side of the body. So not just hanging out in the shoulder, but really working the abs, the obliques, all the muscles on the side of the torso, in addition to stability out the shoulder. 4 to 5 sets, have fun with the strength work, and we'll be back in just a little bit for the conditioning.